What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Oh, I got turned down. I'm still tweaking things, man. After 7 years of doing YouTube, you still got to tweak, adjust, work your system, your structure. Your structure is what makes growth. Clarity is the first thing you need to do, is get clarity. If you're trying to make YouTube your profession, you're trying to make money off of YouTube, don't deny it. Just get clarity on it. Now, this video right here, I'm trying to get back to it because I'm fixing stuff as I go. 5 simple YouTube niches. Is it niches or niches? So profitable, it's actually ridiculous. Now, Uncle Mike has started 5 YouTube channels. One of them got over 500,000 subscribers. And this man right here got 1.2 million subscribers. And I mean 1.5 million subscribers. Don't get caught up in that subscriber game. Don't get caught up in it. You can make money. These people have been doing it longer than you. I have been doing it longer than you. So after this intro, we're going to check it out.
Growth's got a formula most never learn. You don't need luck or talent, structure is earned. If you're ready to build and you know it's your turn, start with the 4 free videos, earn as you learn. Click on the more below to sign up.
Click on our link below the description, click on the more sign, and you can sign up for our 4 free videos. With that being said, hey, let's see if he's right about these niches. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Niches, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell.
All right, guys. Today I've got some simple niches that are so profitable that it is actually ridiculous. Some of these niches you are not going to believe. I'm not doing these niches just to say you should do them, right? I don't want you to necessarily copy these people. I just want them to give you ideas, inspire you, and motivate you to know there's probably a lot of things that you already know right now, or things you could learn very quickly that you could make content on YouTube about and give a lot of value to other people and therefore make money. Right? Because that's how making money works. You give value first and then you give value in return in the form of money. So if you appreciate me making these types of videos, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into it right now with the first one on the list, which is retirement survival. And that's not the type of niche, that is literally the name of the channel. Now, this channel is literally so simple that they don't have a banner and they don't have a profile picture. That's how simple this channel is. So it doesn't really get much simpler than that. But the thing that's absolutely mind-blowing about this channel is this video right here, which they posted around 3 weeks ago at the time of recording this video, got 1.6 million views. And the video is called How Much YouTube Paid My Small Channel in 2025. And it's so simple that there is no thumbnail. The thumbnail is just a simple still shot from his video. And his first ever video that kind of took off a little bit was about 6 months ago, and that video was called Retired and Broke. Now, this is really proof that keeping it simple in many cases is the way to go. Because this gentleman right now is making $13,000 to $39,000 a month with this channel, according to vidIQ. Now, he's probably just monetizing from AdSense. He probably isn't monetizing in other ways because he probably doesn't know how to, based on how simple his channel is. But if he did know how to monetize, he'd be making a lot more money than that. Now, you might be thinking, Shane, this guy got, 370,000 views in the last 7 days. That's approximately 1.5 million views. So how in the world is he making that much money? Well, the reason is because people that are older tend to attract an older audience as well. And that older audience has advertisers that will pay more money to get in front of them because they have more money. 80% of the money in the United States, for instance, is owned by 50 and above approximately. So basically, advertisers pay way more money to get in front of the type of audience that this gentleman is attracting. And
that is crazy. Bravo. I had never even thought of that. That's amazing. Got me thinking already. One of the things that the advertisers, the people that's advertising to the older generation, you think of medicine, how to stay younger, These are people spend money on this. Everybody want to stay on this earth. They want to get the fountain of youth, right? And think about it. That's a no-brainer. No-brainer. Everybody want to do better. So your first niche, great idea, is helping people to do better. Especially they know that clock is ticking, time is running out.
So he is absolutely crushing it with his channel right now. Now, there's a lot of other channels out there that do retirement type content. You don't need to do retirement stuff. If you're an older creator, you can do just a bunch of stuff in general, just stuff that is related to older creators. It could even be nostalgia type content, just talking about older times or talking about older shows or etc. Any type of content that attracts older creators. Now, by the way, if you're confused about what type of niche to pick, how to get views, how to pick video ideas, anything like that,
that is crazy, man. I like that. I really like that idea right there. So add that into whatever your niche is. Targeting, that's part of targeting. We teach all that.
Might be too broad or it's not profitable enough, then this workshop is for you, because I'll be giving away the 60-second niche validator 2.3 completely free. This is the latest and most optimized version of my GPT powered niche validation tool, and it helps you instantly test and uncover profitable YouTube niches before you waste time creating content that doesn't bring in leads, sales, or money. It's smarter, faster, and trained on even more data from real profitable channels, and I'll be giving it away completely free, but only at this live workshop. And just a heads up, this might be one of the last times I give this tool away for free, because I'm planning on making it into a actual software. So if you have questions, $1,000 in a single month, supporting. And even people who aren't clients, like I wish you don't miss the chance that does. So see you Tuesday. If you are an older creator, so if you're 40 and above, for instance. And with this niche, I'm going to be talking about Zach of all trades, who happens to be my brother. So last year, Zach came to me and he basically said, hey, I've been working in the trades for about 30 years. I had my own business for 20 years. It's starting to get really hard on my body. How can I make money without having to use my body? And I told him YouTube. He was very surprised because he's older. He's not tech savvy. He's not that artistic. You know, he hasn't really made that many videos, et cetera, et cetera. So he was very surprised. But
the older people get, see the 21 to 25, they still partying. Once you hit 30, 35, then you start thinking. So you want to target 35 to 40-year-old. 40-year-old, once you hit 40, the brain, especially for men, I don't know about women, but for the men, once you hit 40 years old, and I remember going through this, you thinking, God dang it. Majority of my life has passed. I haven't accomplished half the stuff I want to accomplish. These are the people you want to start targeting. These are the people you want to start targeting. My videos is targeting 40 and up. If you're 25 and everything and you're looking at oh man, you're rushing, you're running through things. You're not ready to slow down. You still in guess mode. You think if you hit the right guess, then you're going to boom, blow up. So y'all continue guessing. We're looking at people that 40 and up that's already decided that they need to slow down, because if I slow down and learn this, and it might take me 4 years to learn it and get it down pat, because that 4 years going to be added to my life, and next thing you know, I can live the life I finally want to live. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm giving up. Those type of people.
I told him, trust me, bro, and he listened. His very first video that we uploaded took off, has now over 800,000 views, and all he did is teach other people about different trade careers. Very basic knowledge for him. Incredibly basic knowledge for him. But for other people, it's super valuable. And this is the kind of thing that you can teach if you're older, because there's pretty much a 99% chance, pretty much 100% chance that if you're older, there's knowledge that you have that younger people could benefit from. And the way I like to think about it is, imagine if you had a time.
That's the gold mine right there. From cooking to raising kids, changing diapers, getting your kids ready for school, anything that you have experienced. It can be the smallest thing. This is the part that people have problems with. Tying up your shoes. It can be the smallest things that you have experience with. Working with kids. I mean, come on, man. Working on your car, cleaning up your car, vacuuming, cleaning the house. Shoot, I would love somebody to have a video about cleaning the house, because Uncle Mike need to clean this house.
Machine. You can go back to the younger version of yourself.
The
Would
younger
you be able
version.
to give value to the younger version of yourself, right?
Giving
Would you be able
value.
to help them solve problems faster, more efficiently, with less headache, less heartbreak, less money? If the answer to that is yes, then you have valuable information and valuable wisdom that you could teach other people. And the answer to that is yes for like 99% of people. And so that is called solving problems, making useful, valuable content for the world. And you will get rewarded in return. My brother, for instance, less than 30 days into creating his very first video, had a $214 AdSense day. That's just from AdSense. Less than 6 months after creating his very first video, he had a $500 AdSense day. Again, just from AdSense. He was also making money from affiliate marketing, etc. And by the way, if you want to get an update on my brother and maybe even meet him, check out the link in the description of the pinned comment below, because we will be having a live stream this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a workshop where I will teach you all the things you need to do on YouTube, all the things you need to not do, which is probably even more important. And I will be helping you with all the problems that people typically have, like getting views, picking your niche, picking video ideas, figuring out how you're going to monetize your channel, and all of that sort of thing. Not only will I be helping you with those things, but I'll also actually have AI, in some cases GPTs, that I'll be giving you for free to solve some of those problems. So
One of the things I don't recommend is using AI. I recommend using ChatGPT to help write out things, to help get the right wording for yourself. But as far as using AI to, I don't know, clone yourself and all that stuff, that's more advanced. And you should not use any advanced systems until you learn the YouTube system, until you learn how to record your videos, until you learn how to edit your videos, add music to your videos, all this stuff. But we go live every Sunday and every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. I missed last Sunday, and I apologize. It was Super Bowl Sunday and all that good stuff. But anyway, here we go.
do not miss out on this workshop. Click that link in the description in the pinned comment below. And after the workshop, I will be doing a Q&A where you can ask me literally any question you. And I mentioned it specifically for older creators, but it's not necessarily just for older creators. And there's a lot of different types of nostalgia content.
Okay.
But one of them is this channel right here, which
Number
I would
3.
call Nostalgia Gaming. And the channel is called Globert. Very interesting channel, relatively new as well, only about a year old. And this channel basically covers nostalgic games from his childhood and other people's childhoods as well. Now, his most popular video was I spent 30 days in a dead game. And the thumbnail is 0 players online. And that video got 14 million views and made over $19,000. Now, this is a relatively new channel. It looks like they don't fully know what they're doing, because it seems like they should just make more videos like these 2 videos that took off, and they're kind of not. But with that being said, this is an example of nostalgia content, and you can make money doing this. Now, here's
I talked to a couple of gamers channels, and that's a great point, because you have to strike curiosity in any niche that you do. Like, I cook, like if you're doing cooking, I cooked this chicken that had the most amazing smell that my neighbors had to come over and knock on the door. Something like that. Get your neighbor to come over and knock on the door. I'm doing a cooking channel, and then she come over and taste the food, whatever, but the gamer have to do something like what he just said, man, and the gaming community is huge, very huge, but you got to know how to, I don't know, manipulate yourself into it.
Here's an example of another type of nostalgia content. Growing up in the 1970s, 17 things kids today will never understand.
Right.
800,000 views. Here's another example of nostalgia content. Why people still play RuneScape. Right? RuneScape is kind of like an old video game that's still kind of around, but it's not nearly as popular as it used to be. And I have to admit, I do watch those RuneScape nostalgia videos from time to time, because I did play quite a bit when I was a kid. But yeah,
Okay.
I think you get the point. Nostalgia content, very interesting kind of genre/niche. And definitely something you should look into. Another type of content is simply sharing your journey of doing something. Something interesting, something challenging, just something in general. And the specific example I'm going to use in this case is Golf Journey. So Zaire Odell Golf is sharing his journey of trying to become a PGA Golf pro. Right? Qualifying for the PGA Tour is not easy. And he basically is filming and sharing his journey of becoming somebody who actually qualifies for the PGA Tour. And these are pretty simple videos where he just talks, swings, he tracks his progress, and he's growing pretty freaking fast.
Wow.
Now, he's not getting a ton of views yet. He hasn't even had a single video that's gotten over 100,000 views, but this is a niche that attracts a super high level demographic. So I'm sure that he is absolutely crushing it when it comes to AdSense. So vidIQ is saying he's making about $3,000 to $8,000 a month. And that's pretty good for a tiny channel like this. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually making more. And this is definitely one of those niches where you can monetize like crazy. Now, it doesn't look like he's monetizing that much at this point, but at some point he will definitely be able to do that. So he is well on his way to absolutely crushing it in a niche that has a super high ticket demographic. So the lesson here is literally just do whatever you're already doing and document it. Another example of this is this channel Post 10, who basically professionally unclogs drains, or basically drains flooded streets that are clogged up. Now, they're going to be doing it anyways, but what they did is they recorded this video and posted it on YouTube, and it got over 12 million views. And
that's what I keep telling people. The number one secret is all you have to do is do the things that you already do in life. When you get up in the morning, after you brush your teeth, you take your shower, get dressed, what do? There's your video. That's the first intro. I got to drive to work and I'm in all this traffic. Who has the worst traffic? I'm just making this up. This could be your channel right here. Who the worst traffic jams, and then you go around looking for other traffic jams in different cities and stuff and comparing them. I guarantee you people will love that channel. Guarantee you.
And that's just the beginning. This video right here got 32 million views. So they were literally just doing what they already would have been doing anyways, but they recorded it. And it made $160,000. So yeah, I think you get the point. You can literally just do what you already would have been doing, record it, put it on YouTube in the right way. As long as you do it the right way.
Structure. All he talking about is structure. Get clarity first. Clarity. Stop guessing at this. All you got to do is get clarity first, structure your videos, get them in a direction, focus. You got to focus first. Well, not first, second or third or whatever the order is. I'm learning the order as I speak in my course. But growth has no choice but to show its beautiful head. But you got to get clarity first. Stop guessing at this. I can't believe this, man. That is wild. I unclog drains. I know somebody that they do pressure washing. I keep telling them you should do a YouTube video. You should do videos. You're going to have to do this work anyway. You're doing it anyway. You're living your life. You take your life and put it on YouTube. That's it. It's that simple.
Package it the right way, you come up with the right ideas, etc., which I teach people how to do in the live training. So click that link in the description and make sure you attend 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday in order to figure out how to actually package things the right way and how to have this type of success. But yeah, if you're able to do that, you can make money just doing stuff you already would have been doing anyways. And then finally, I'm going to talk about a bit of a sad niche, but it's something that I do want to talk about. I'm going to use a sad example, but basically documenting your own hardship. Right? So you have difficult things that happen to you in life, and you can choose to document that hardship, share it with other people, and in some cases, it's going to help a ton of other people as well. So one example of this is this channel, My Fight with Cancer. And this is a channel that actually popped up for me a while back, and it does absolutely make me sad in some ways. And this is obviously somebody who has, cancer, stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And it definitely makes me sad in some ways, but they're basically documenting their fight with cancer. Hopefully they survive. But even if they don't, I think it's just great to document these things so that other people can learn from them. And, God bless this person for doing that. And they are likely making a decent amount of money. And they're also probably getting a lot of donations as well by documenting their journey. But it's not just them. This gentleman right here, Ian on YouTube, absolutely blew up his channel by documenting himself working in a dead-end job. The video is called, Why Am I 30 Years Old Working a Dead-End Retail Job? And if you look in the comments section, this guy got so many donations, $500, $200, $500, $500, $500, $20, $50, $10. He got thousands and thousands of dollars of donations from this video. And that video he got 3 million views on also made $16,000 in AdSense at least. So yeah, the man is absolutely crushing it by documenting his misfortune. Or this guy, VarB333, who basically made a video called I'm 26 and live in a storage unit. So again, he documented his misfortune. That caused his channel to absolutely blow up. And guess what? He's in a lot better situation now, which is great, right? So I think you get the point. If you're going through a bad time, if you're going through something difficult, or you're going through something problematic that other people are very likely going through or might have gone through in the past or may go through in the future or are worrying about, you can make content on it, documenting it, and just sharing your thoughts and sharing what you learn, and it can be really valuable to other people, right? You can document the process. You don't necessarily have to be an expert in order to make content on YouTube. You can literally just share what you're going through. And
you don't have to be an expert. In fact, that's what YouTube is all about. People don't want to hear from these experts no more. The experts have the big old advertisement restaurants like McDonald's. They experts. Don't nobody want to hear about no McDonald's. They want to hear about you because you are more like them. Does that make sense? The person that's struggling just like you want to understand exactly how you getting through your struggles, how you actually get learning. The man is in a dead-end job. Everybody got a dead-end job they don't like. Who likes to work? That's so simple. I hated working. I don't care what job I had. I don't like going in, punching a clock, staying there for X amount of hours and coming home. I want to work my own hours, like what I'm doing right now. YouTube. Stop guessing. That's all you got to do.
Again, this is all something I'm going to be going over in great detail this Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
He is promoting the mess out of his live streams and stuff. And that's how you do it. This is how you do it, y'all. All you got to do is do your videos and the stuff that you like to cover, and you start promoting what it is you want to. You hint around to whatever you want to promote. Like our live streams. Every Sunday and every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. We go live. And what we do is we actually start training people on how to get clarity. First of all, the number one thing, stop guessing. Number two, how to get clarity. Number three, put together a structure. Once you get the structure together, then you can start focusing. Focus don't mean, I'm gonna block everything out and just, no, focus means start learning all the steps you need. Focus on what videos got more views than others. Focus on building your plan, building a system. Then you have direction. We talk about direction. Your channel needs to go through direction. Once you get direction and you start building that system and keep working that system over and over again, growth has no choice but to show its beautiful face. That's Growth Formula. Stop guessing. I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell him Uncle Mike told you so.